the button.
Yeah, come on, push.
All right, guys, we are back from our break. Let's head on back to the old map. Take it away, Eric.
Awesome. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Dogs. Let's do it. It's part 2. All right, so as we're right where we left off, our gang was getting assembled outside of this warehouse or Devil's Furnace. 3 of our gang are currently on the rooftop, kind of figuring out a new entrance point rather than like the ones we were kind of planned on doing back at the base. What's up? You have a little bit of time?
Oh,
You think everything's going okay?
so while they're on the roof doing all that shit, Coomer and I go get the gang, and we're like, all right. I'm like, wait for my signal, but we're gonna go. Like, we just need this guy out of here. So, use like basically just telling them that they can like let themselves go a little bit because they have that savage flaw. Like, if it comes down to it, make sure he doesn't remember much. Don't kill him. And I'm very specific. I'm like, I need you to not kill him though. Last thing we need is a body.
No
and a spirit
disintegration.
and a ghost. No death.
Yeah.
And I look at Coomer as well, and I'm like, you can take him out. Don't kill him.
Sure.
And then we grab everybody and like walk back towards the door and ask him to rethink his life, basically.
Yeah. The number one thing I think you would be afraid of as a planner here is that no blue coat goes without a whistle. And so, yes, a full frontal assault against a blue coat guard would work, but he's probably going to blow his whistle and run. That's what, that's what you're most afraid of. Because he's not going to stand.
I'm already on the roof. What do you want me to do? Yell down and be like, "Oh, boys!"
Yeah, you come up here. I'll give you a good time.
I think what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna like turn Coomer and I around, and I'm gonna have them stay kind of like. I assume that there's some sort of like a light, like near or over the door. Like he's not just standing in the dark at a door. There's some sort of like radius of.
There's
area
definitely
that he
lights.
can
Yeah,
see.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
This
So what
whole
I want
place
them
is
to
lit.
do is I want them to come to the edge of the light, and I want them to stay there, and then I'm gonna have us walk up again, and I'm gonna use command again with them in the background. Being like, I definitely recommend that you take that bottle that we so graciously gave you, and you leave right now.
So you come back here.
Yeah.
Okay. And he's like, listen here, you little shit.
And he sees like, how big is the cohort? Like 3, 4, or 5 people?
It should be about 5 people.
So he's got 7 people that are like, he probably knows that we have a loyal savage reputation as well because the blue coats don't like us anyways.
Yeah, totally.
So he's now facing down that, and I'm using that and the whiskey and the commands to try to make up the difference between our tiers.
Yeah, I mean, your size will match his tier for sure.
And that's the implied threat of the command.
Okay, so we have that scene of like him kind of seeing the whole crew with you together. So he's like, listen here, you little shit. And he like kind of like turns the corner, or like the light gets it so he can see everybody. And right. So the question here now comes to your command role. If this guy's just going to cut and run or take that whiskey, or what would you like to do? Like, what would success look like here for you?
I want him to leave. If he does anything violent or untoward, like anything towards us, or like basically that's Coomer's signal to like get in the way, fuck him up, and then the gang's just gonna jump on him.
Sure. Yeah, totally. Okay. Yeah, so let's do it. I feel like that's a position for command. Yeah, and if you succeed, he'll definitely just book it, be like, not worth it, not paid enough. Other obvious downsides would be heat, because like he would remember you, but also that means he has to explain to his boss that he ran away.
And I'm banking on the idea that maybe he's using his official uniform in an unofficial capacity.
Yeah, totally.
So
yeah. So let's see what your dice say.
So this is what position in effect?
Risky. Risky standard.
Ooh. Can I trade position for effect?
For desperate great?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's an advanced move. But
yeah.
I'm doing it.
Sure. I know what's gonna happen.
Desperate great.
Said so confidently.
Bonus dice. Coomer, are you willing to take stress to assist me again?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so Coomer, your five
how would
thugs.
you say that though? How would Coomer gesture that he's willing to do that?
How would
We have no
Coomer?
tongue, right?
I mean, he's not asking, right? Like it's just
true.
implied.
It's
If
true. It's
Coomer's
a good point,
if
yeah.
Coomer's going to be like the
Implied.
whipping post of the group, then it's probably just going to be implied that he's going to be taking stress.
I think it's one of those situations where it's just you're part of the lineup of the 6 other thugs here that turned the corner again, right?
And he like full like you should have taken level 3 harm and you took level 1.
Yeah.
So he's going, oh, this guy took a hit that should have put him down, didn't put him down, and then turned around and came back with friends.
Yeah.
Can I
It was
can I utilize some of my
implied
gear
there.
to sort of imply what what I might be able to have that could help sway his mentality? So a part of my tools here, it says that I have demolition gear, demolition tools.
Yeah.
Would it be feasible that I draw from my person what would be like a small grade explosives? Just kind of like smile and hold. It's like, you should probably leave. And I'm just like,
I mean,
Like a blasting cap.
be very, very,
maybe?
very small.
enough to
in a
hurt
way.
one person.
Enough to blow off a finger.
Yeah. And that's the way you're helping?
Well, I mean, in every way that I possibly can, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, totally. Just mark that you have demolition charges with you.
I'm gonna push myself for this. I
Yeah.
think we already have enough consequences going on. I don't want to
For a
devil's
die.
bargain. So
How you push? What are you pushing yourself for?
Um,
You already
I
have
think-
desperate
Go ahead.
great.
just to get another bonus die, right?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And I
Sorry,
think what
that's
that
it.
narratively looks like is that like he's very surprised by my willingness to walk back, and I get like right up in his face, like nose to nose. And I
Yeah.
just like repeat the first thing that I said again. I said, I think you need to take the night off. And I get a 6.
There's your 6. There you go. Attaboy. I think it's
There
one of
we
those things. He points his club at you, right? And all of
We're
you.
just like nose to nose.
Yeah. And he's like, "You're lucky you have a day with this bottle of whiskey."
You're damn right you do.
And he gets out of here. Yeah, with a
Yes, he
6.
does.
And you just stood down that cop.
And I'm just like, enjoy that.
Little hat. Yeah,
Milady.
well done.
I don't really have much in the way of
Okay,
equipment
good.
left that I can pull out of my ass.
You
So
you called his bluff. He was off duty, and he doesn't want to get in any more trouble for doing this or anything. So good for you.
And I get to mark experience in resolve.
Yes. Every desperate roll,
Twice,
you mark
actually.
experience for the roll that you did. I think I said it offhandedly one time.
Yeah.
10,000 years ago. But how you mark experience is the slot next to resolve, insight, etc. has little dagger things, and you just click that in there when you make a desperate roll of the family of rolls that you do there. So once that fills up, you get a new action dot.
Didn't I make one earlier?
Yeah, you can go back in the
And
history.
like scrolling up the chat. Yeah.
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 So
Desperate
I've
sway,
made
right?
I've
Sure,
made
I
2
did.
desperate command rolls,
Yeah,
so now
Alan.
I have 2 experience and resolve.
You have a desperate sway, so your resolve should have one tick in it.
Thank you, sir.
Mm-hmm. Awesome.
So then I kind of just motion over my shoulder for like the entire gang and Coomer to follow me, and like I feel like this is one of those scenes where like they're like maybe
Oh.
Shmooze sees the door open as he's trying to survey in. You know, we cut back to Shmooze and the gang, and they're getting ready to like come down, and he sees just all of us file in. Like 7
Yeah.
dudes just like walk in the door. And
Yeah.
make sure that nobody gets up out of the table, and we're like, you just everybody here just
Wait, we
Stay
come
seated- stay
down
seated,
off of the
please.
roof?
You come down off the roof, like you're getting ready to like find an access point, and he's
Okay, I was
looking in,
like-
and he sees us just all walk in, and me just say,
Yeah, I'm trying to
"Everybody,
get us in through the
stay
roof,
in
and
your
I've just
seats."
seen you all just walk casually in. You know, we've scaled a fucking
Yeah.
building. Yeah.
I'm assuming that
oh.
there's still someone on the other side of the door, though. It can't be just
Well,
as
I mean,
easy
I guess
having a
that's
blue
up to Eric,
coat
right?
outside.
So the way that I have it understood is we have a team of us up top, and we have a team coming from below. So we're basically going to be able to pincer attack the people that are inside. Let me do this in character voice. Pincer attack the people that are within that we want to take all their money from. So really, it's just a point of getting them to stand down while we swipe everything off the table.
Indubitably.
So Eric, when
So,
we like
what
walk
do
in
we,
that front door, like what do we see? As I'm like, everybody just have a seat, stay sitting.
Yeah, right. So the rest of the warehouse is basically empty. It's just they keep the furnaces going kind of through the night, and the guy's probably like asleep or has saw you all and just completely fucked off, right? And yeah, so there's no actual resistance or anything in the warehouse, so you just kind of go up the stairs.
Hell yeah.
And all there is just that the big old door that's shut inside, and I don't think there's no, there's probably no roll. Let's just cut to you all busting through the door, right, with like one solid kick. Who's in there first? And yeah, you just catch 3 people playing poker. Obviously like rich managerial types, well dressed, a lot of money on the tables, nice brandy and stuff around, and yeah, you catch them basically with their pants down here.
I'd like to
So-
survey this. I want to know if anyone's got
I think-
weapons.
I love the idea that one of them like maybe runs to like the outside door to like escape from the roof, and that's when they counter the 3 of you.
Like Fox just shows the fuck up.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like-
exactly.
I am intimidating.
Yeah. And so they all kind of back up with their hands up, They're like, you don't know who you're messing with.
Shmooze, it seems like these 3 guys up here are the
And we're
the organizers. They're not really much in the way of the like the physical hands.
Okay. Maybe in that. Yeah, ignore that then. Yeah, that's true. They are.
these people aren't
They're
fighters.
just-
They're
not
too pretty
fighters. They're
to fight.
players. Exactly.
Yeah, they're middle.
They never worked a
managers.
day in their lives. They're all sons of. They're not nobility, but they're like sons of very rich executives, right? They're industry mogul sons who end up running factories, right? As just they don't have to do anything. They just wound up there. They never had to work a day in their lives. They just
So
sit there and
can-
collect money.
So can we let them know that, guys, hey, good to see you. We made it at last. Wait, don't worry. We're here to take your money. Yeah, we're not playing for it, but we're still taking your money. Or would we just shut up? How do we want to play this, guys?
They all speak with bright crown accents.
As you
It's
come
like
in the
posh.
door, Shmooze, I'm like, Shmooze, make sure they forget that they ever saw us.
Oh
I'm
shit.
gonna leave that in your capable hands. And as we're just like scoop, I'm like, Fox, money, yours, go, grab it all.
All the coin there and stuff is going to be like 12. Yeah, I think it said 12 coin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Whip.
Nice.
Good.
So several of you have like pull out your bags and stuff. You're just throwing this expensive like cash and coins into these bags. Yeah.
I just really picture Fox not doing that, and she's just rolling around in the money for a short period of time. On the
This is
table,
more money.
flat out, just.
You've probably never
this is
seen that
people
much
playing
money.
poker for fun
I-
with more money than you've ever seen in your entire lives.
Oh yeah, no, definitely like
Can-
flat out gets up on the table, rolls.
Can
in it.
I
Disgusting.
I
They say with their accent.
can I still use a survey? I don't like this. We've had almost no opposition. There's a gang and there's a blue coat who's off duty. Where there's almost been no opposition.
It's supposed to be
Almost.
easy.
Essentially uncontested.
It's supposed to
This
be
was
easy.
special-
stuff
yeah.
like
Yeah,
that.
this is a post event for them, and it was supposed to be super easy. But you're right. Like
Blue
it's
coat
it's
was the
safe
main
to.
hurdle.
It just doesn't feel right. I don't like it. I just don't like. I know it's supposed to be easy, but it was too. It was come on. I mean, Fox cannibalized no one. Hoagie wasn't taken off the buckle for more than
I
5
offered
seconds.
to cannibalize people, and
Yeah,
everyone
yeah,
looked at me
but-
funny.
you
A
get
girl's
me.
gotta freaking eat in these times.
Sever didn't murder anyone, and okay.
Well, that
I-
Yeah.
I haven't
allowed
been
you
able to react
see-
violently. Yeah.
yeah. You've only got a few incoherent and and I don't like it.
But where's the ah?
Yeah, we've had a whole bunch of but we haven't had a whole bunch of it. So I'm feeling like Sorry, guys. I kind of do. I don't like it. Can I do that?
Something's wrong.
Yeah, I don't like it. I'm
You could
you're an evil
survey
bastard, Eric, and I
them
feel
to
like
see
you're gonna
what they're
stab
up
me in the
to.
back here. So I wanna I have a hunch. You're too nice. You're too no, I don't like it. So can I do that?
Yeah, no. Where so far as
Fuck.
that you don't have to roll. I will just
Oh,
tell
really?
you. Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, please tell me.
There's
Yeah.
nothing. There's nothing to roll here. You're in
Yeah,
charge
right.
here. No, it
Yeah,
is
I
as
am.
easy as
That's
this
right.
appears.
It is as easy as it appears.
You just have to decide what to do with these three guys because I left that to you. Like you get to do
downside-
whatever you want to them.
Yeah. The
Interesting.
downside here is, you got him right now. The downside though is that what you do to these people represents a faction of the world, right? That's way more powerful than you. These people are just middle managers of a more powerful faction. So
Mm.
their ability to hit back at you.
So we just decide what to
Yeah.
do with them. I feel like it's safe to say we shouldn't let Fox take care of that. No offense.
Can I want to like point
I would-
Shmooze and
Fox looks at Shmooze and is like,
They
"All
all
right,
see
what
your
are we gonna
faces.
fucking do? We gonna eat them? We gonna steal the
Sorry,
money? We're gonna what are we gonna
I
do?"
would, yeah, no, I would
Could you add
argue
something?
the
I would
dead men tell no tales.
Kruma?
I would also like to point out something here that killing, as we spoke about millions of years ago,
Mhm.
killing is not necessarily something you really want to do.
Because
That will
ghosts, right?
that will no, not just ghosts. In this game, because there's a ward boss, you have to pay the ward boss for the rights to kill because they're the ones with the deals with the blue coats and the inspectors for bodies, and that you killing out of this is a violation of sort of like the code of thieves. You beat the shit out of them, and they know better than to rat it out because these people didn't have enough protection. They thought they were carefree. You know, they're also going to run back. Like they're not going to tell their dad or their boss here that they lost this money.
Yeah.
When are they?
Have
Can I point
Mm.
to
you seen,
Shmooze?
have you seen Layer Cake? Where is it
Yes,
the end
Coomer.
where he's just like, yeah,
And
you take shit, you
I'm
take
gonna
more
point
could
to
also
my
kill
mouth.
him.
I'm gonna point to my mouth and then show 'em my tongue, and then I'll point to the three of them.
Oh.
Like no talking.
Oh.
Point to my tongue.
Yeah, silent.
Yeah.
No talking.
They're intimidated.
Good,
No,
yeah.
there's no role here. Like
Yeah.
again, these are just basically three rich yuppie manager people conspiring to fix the price of tin, having a good time tonight, and you all just busted in here taking all their money. They're not
No.
fighters.
Well,
They
tell
just
them, don't say anything. You saw nothing.
do you have any idea who our dad is? Kind of situation.
My
Right,
dad owns a
that's-
dealership.
Yeah.
Sever is going to stroll through sacking cash, and I think he's going to look around for any hidden compartments in the penthouse. Perhaps there's more loot than meets the eye.
That's a survey. Yeah. Totally.
Yeah.
Can I do a study action or survey
Oh,
for
study.
sure? Yeah, because I'm really just, I'm not even helping on the, taking my time, like looking at, like he's making a point.
Yeah.
Like look at like scratch marks on the floor to see if they lead anything or like
Things on walls, things
Yes.
like that.
Totally. Yeah. No. Yeah. I think this would just be study control standard. You're studying the room.
Yeah.
Can
Yeah. I have an
Can I
idea.
also take like their fancy watches and stuff? Because that's my vice, actually, is it not?
Oh, yeah, you wanna
could-
take their
you could dress
watches?
these guys down.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
my
for-
vice. That's
yeah.
my thing.
It
I want
is.
that. I want their stuff. That's kind of my.
That's
thing.
a nice vest.
Oh, it's like it's a nice watch you got there. It's a nice.
Oh,
Okay, you
bracelet.
just print your study.
Oh
Awesome.
shit!
Yeah, no, you know exactly what's here. That's actually absolutely g-dang amazing. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
no, there's absolutely a hidden safe in the wall behind the portrait
Mhm.
of like the manager, like the owner, the Keel Industries, like portrait,
Mhm.
set up. There's, yeah, you just go over to it and
Yeah, I feel like Sever was like as he's strolling around, right, and just kind of very differently from everybody else, like in the panicked grabbing of things, just kind of looks at the three people and where their eyes are going as I'm kind of just strolling around looking, peeking behind something, looking under something, and then when I get to the portrait, I see them kind of glance nervously, and I just slide and reveal the safe.
it's so good because like I want to emphasize that these people are like compared to you, these people have had the most cushy lives in the world.
Yes.
You know,
Mm.
they have never had to do anything, and they're just gambling away a fortune for fun.
More money than
And-
we've ever seen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they don't
Yeah.
talk like you, right? They talk very posh. All their clothes are very fine.
They
and nice.
talk.
Yeah,
talk,
they're
okay.
all obviously Akarosi, and none of you are fully Akarosi.
Right.
But that's okay because it's meritocratus, right? And
Yeah.
they go to the door. So you go to this. You go open the portrait, and there's this vault, like with the the round tumbler lock there. And with your crit, you also know that this lock is absolutely arcane warded. But you know that whatever's in here is super valuable, right? Because who would keep a vault in the managerial office suite executive level thing, right? Unless it's very, very, very lucrative.
Okay. Well, these boys, they must know the code. I want to ask them.
Yeah.
Mm.
They can't lie to me. I'm looking into a mirror, baby.
we
You
don't-
can't lie to
we-
me.
No,
Why not?
only my dad knows the code. He lies to you.
You can't lie to me. Get the fuck out. And you know you.
No, I don't.
Okay,
you
so-
don't. No, you don't understand. It's only my dad knows the thing.
I'm gonna scoop down next to him, and
Yeah.
and point to my mouth, and do this, and then I'm gonna pull out that same like blasting cap, and start to slowly push it into his mouth.
Oh
Yes.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah. There's no role. These people are basically helpless for that, right? But yeah, you intimidate the fuck out of them. Yeah. They absolutely like. Okay.
You hear
I
like,
like it. I like the idea.
1, 5, 4, 9, 7. Like he just
Yeah, no,
starts
I like
spitting
it.
the
I like
numbers
it if
out.
it's not him, but the other guy, like one of the other
Oh,
guys,
yeah, his buddy.
doing it. He's like, no, okay, look what we're telling you. Like as you like stuffing this into his mouth. Yeah, and he tells you the code. But then he also says that he has to be the one who touches it, or one of us has to be the one who touches it.
No, that will not be happening. He should enter the
Wait.
code. That's arcane warded. I'm sure that's something he will
It's-
know.
Yeah.
He absolutely has to be the one who touches it.
Wait, is that truth though? If they're telling
Yeah,
us
he's
we
not
know
lying
that-
to
lie
you.
to me.
He's
We-
not
we
lying to you.
can't.
No, it's
Yeah.
part of the arcane ward. Is that he tells you, say, or he doesn't tell you this. I think this is just something that you know, Shmooze. Not
Okay.
through like the lies, but just knowledge of things. Like I think it'd be cool if you just kind of knew this. It's just that whoever opens that safe, the owner of the safe like can know it through like attuning to the ghost field, can know everyone who opens that safe. And so if like it, the way that works is that like there's some other like component here that if it's not him, the knowledge, like it's basically biometric scanning is what I'm trying to say through the ghost field.
So they have to. One of them has to open it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, then
but-
one of them should open it for
You don't
us
know the ritual
because-
to get on the list of people who can open that, but yes, that is the thing, right?
Okay.
That's a very expensive lock. In fact, that safe is probably hella expensive and
so
would be
they
great
so
to have.
one of them can open it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Well, then someone needs to open it because we don't want to start taking tongues. This boar eats tongues. This fox woman, she also eats tongues. So I mean, open the fucking safe.
Yeah, I mean you were doing a very
Can
good job.
I persuade them with sex?
You're already persuaded. I
What
think-
do you
I
We're
think-
gonna put a
Absolutely.
bomb in your mouth
Absolutely.
and fox on your
Yeah,
gun.
Willing
whatever.
to open the
Absolutely
safe.
not.
And Lily's
They
like,
think-
give me that dick.
No, they
No.
think they are not. No, they think of you as animals.
Mm.
I'm a sexy animal.
Below their,
But it's
below
a
their
sexy animal.
sedation.
What kind of animal you looking for?
I like the idea that you're playing with them, like flirting with them, but they're just like really disgusting.
And the more disgusted
what I
they
mean?
get,
You're
the
just
more she
doing it
lays
like
it on
little-
just to like have fun with it.
Yeah, right. You like a very like Harley Quinn vibes.
Yeah, she just starts dancing.
What,
like
you
a
don't
crow.
like me?
Yeah.
Calm motherfuckers.
Mhm.
So one of
They
them's
open-
like doing the safe thing.
Yeah. So and then it clicks open, and inside is just a folder with their plans for how they're going to price fix the markets for tin.
Ooh, I grabbed that. Whip grabs the hell. Like he just like as I think, Oz, you're probably going through it. Your character's like Sever's probably going through it, right? Because you were right there, because you found it. So you're standing there and you're like, fucking papers. And Whip's like, let me see that. 'Cause he's all about the data, and just starts leafing through. Like, holy shit! All right.
If you could get someone to prosecute this would be a very big deal.
Yeah, this is a big deal.
Mhm.
This is
Yeah,
this is
but
the
I
money-
know
this
what
is
the
the
price
That's
is.
also a
Coins
very
Day.
big if.
I know what the prices for the market are going to be. I can invest
You could also,
in the future.
yeah.
But we could be legit.
But
We could
would
go
they
legit. This is a big
You want
deal. We-
to you want to get in the tin market with their own money?
Yes.
That would be
Yeah.
fucking wild.
Yes.
Campaign over. We win.
People just want.
You become you all give up your smash and grabbing ways and just put
And we
on
could become
suits and
those
run
guys.
the-
Who
become
sat at the
commodity
table.
traders. Yeah, okay.
We're the richest 19-year-olds in Grossfoot.
And
I'm
to give
about
you an
it.
idea, a single coin is worth about a week's worth of wages. So yeah, so you have about 3 months worth of wages.
Can I mark on my character sheet? Can I mark that we have the folder so that we can
Absolutely.
use it at a later date? All right, I'm gonna mark
Yeah,
that down.
totally.
So-
that would
so-
be. Yeah, if you could find a seller for it too, you could probably make more money immediately. But it all depends what you want to do with it.
Let's do
Right.
it.
But for now, though, by us having this information, it's good hush hush.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We can basically lord that over them, right? Because if we,
yeah.
I
They
maybe I'm
won't
not
do.
fully
They
understanding
won't
the
do any direct
consequences.
action. Right. The consequences of taking this is that they will absolutely not take any direct action against you. You're going to take you won't be at. I don't think they'll go at war with you yet. I think you're going to take immediate -2 rep to laborers. You will absolutely suffer blowback in the form of they will be hiring people to rough you up and find out where you are to get it back. But they can't openly share it. You know what I mean? They have to do this covertly.
Yeah, because you mentioned before they're not going to go tell their dad that they lost
No.
12 coin, and they're also not going to go tell their dad. Like whoever knows that they opened the vault now, and so their story looks like they lost a bunch of money and gave something up. So they're going to be immediately suspect by whoever knows that shit because their story just doesn't make sense.
We could just use it to curry favor.
Yeah.
I like the idea of potentially currying favor with one of the bigger threats. Maybe,
That's a lot of fucking
You could-
favor, mate.
yeah.
We can figure it out
Yeah,
later. Yeah.
You
for
could
sure.
curry a lot of favor with, again, like more of the law side of things.
Yeah.
With this, right? Like a side of the city that the only thing about law you've ever encountered with is just a jail cell,
Yep.
right?
Mm.
Or the threat of
Yeah.
one.
Investigator
But this is like the
versus
real,
lookout.
like season 3 or 4 of the Wire level law stuff, right? Like city councils, you know, that stuff that you in Charter Hall, the stuff that goes on in Charter Hall that you've only heard about or don't even understand.
Give it to
that
like the district
lifestyle.
prosecutor or something. you
Yeah,
know?
exactly. Right. Inspectors, like you're dealing with, you're dealing with forces that you all that's not what you do. You rob people. You know, that's not.
We're
That's
becoming
not
the
your life.
Avengers. This is kind of cool.
Yeah.
So do you take it?
Fuck yeah, it's in my bag. I'm taking
Mhm.
the docs. They're-
Hell yeah.
Do we take
I'm
him?
gonna
Whip's already
pour-
halfway out the door, man.
I'm
He's
gonna
got
pour,
it.
I'm
He's
gonna
gone.
pour over those things. I've got my journal that I can cross reference shit with. Like,
Yeah.
we can go deep on this.
Oh yeah. Well then, good job, y'all.
Yeah.
And that's
Sever.
do you knock them out? Like, what? They already know you. You're not wearing masks. They know who you are.
Mhm.
So that's
Eat
the
'em.
thing.
I think we just
Yeah,
sleep them.
we-
We just kind of
Can we
Yeah.
sleep
put them in
Yeah.
holds and sleep them out.
Yeah. Sever will, just kind of get down on their level and say, if it makes you feel any better, you'll bounce back from this just fine. This is the first
Oh,
time
that's
we ever
creepy.
see any kind of money like this. It's a win-win. It could be a lose.
And then they like black out. It's like from their perspective, right? And then
That's
like you just see
Coomer's-
like their eyes get
Yeah,
like,
you see
closed.
Coomer's arm wrapping
Yeah.
around the head.
yeah, perfect. Right. Cool. Job well done, y'all. Let's do the end part of a score.
Fuck yeah.
Because
Well
then
done.
we do payoff, we do entanglements, we do heat, we do downtime, then we do free play, and then we do our next mission and stuff like that. That's how the game works. So it's not just always like mission, rule, structure. There's plenty of opportunities to do other things. They just want to do the big part of the game right here. So let's talk about payoff. You're going to earn 2 rep per score by default. This was against a higher tier. In fact, you are all tier 0, and you just took on a tier 2, ultimately faction. So you're going to go up by 2 more.
Nice.
So you gained 4 rep from this.
Oh yeah.
You are all known as the people who ripped off that card game with those rich yuppies, the factory yuppies.
Fuck the yuppies.
Well, you tried to, didn't you?
If
I
you-
did.
We wanted to.
It's
we
an
get you some
example.
dick. We get you some dick.
Here's something I'm not sure what happened, but if there's a way you could give some of that money or something back to the workers, you're definitely in like a Janestown situation from Firefly.
Yeah.
But yeah, screw them too.
Sorry, that went whoosh over my head.
Oh, you're robbing from the rich and giving to the workers. Like these are the
yeah.
people who exploit the the foremen and all the
Okay,
factory
so
line
we could
workers.
be the heroes,
Yeah.
boys, girls. We could.
Very
Yeah,
relevant.
yeah.
Legit?
Yeah.
Or not.
No,
Good.
instead, like they would see you as folk heroes to them, right? Robbing the people who robbed them.
Yeah.
Even though they don't get anything back of it, they're like, haha, right? But nope, you're keeping it. But you will be forever known as the folks who robbed these yuppies.
But there's like a downtime action. Like next time we play, like we can go talk to the workers and be like, hey, this is what happened. Here's your like, we're gonna take
Yeah.
care of you. Like we could still go down that path later.
If you wanted
we
to. What I'm saying is
wanted
that I'm saying that's available as like some sort of like project or something like that you wanted to work on. You totally have that
making
option.
friends in a district would be beneficial.
Yeah, making friends. Yeah, you could totally start knocking over and taking over stuff in Devil's Furnace after this.
That would be
so
beneficial.
So you earn coin based on the nature of the job, which you already described as 12.
I'm sorry, Eric.
which
Did you
is a
say we
massive
gained
score.
2 rep?
4 rep.
4 rep.
4 rep. Okay, I'm marking it on the character sheet.
That's on our crew sheet, correct?
Yeah.
You can split that up as you want.
And then we're gonna split 12 coin 5 ways, so everybody gets 2, and then we
Wait.
have
Where do I do this ramp?
we have 2 left over that we put maybe in the crew vault,
Yeah, crew vault.
because we can store up to
Rainy
4
day
coin in the
fund.
hideout. Right. So if everybody's cool with that, we'll just divide it up evenly and take 2 coin each in your personal stash.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good to me.
Yes.
So that's the payoff of this mission. So good job. Let me ask you a question for this. Typically, after you do a score, you pay your ward boss 1 coin. Do you pay your ward boss, aka the crows? It's basically a tithe.
Yeah.
We each do.
No.
or
You're, as a crew, you
Yes.
as a crew, you give a tithe to the payoff for your score to the crows.
Yeah.
If
I
you
will-
don't, I'm going to start a clock of the crows find you and kick down your shit and take your money.
1 coin's
Yeah,
better than
okay.
all of it.
Yeah, we've got 3 coin in the stash. We could just give them 1 and call it a day. Then nobody
Right.
loses any.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
All right. So
Right.
we have 2
Even-
coin in the stash.
Even criminals have their own legitimacy of taxes and stuff, right?
Mhm.
It's your tithes. It's your tithes are the word boss. That's why it's good to be
Mhm.
king.
Yeah.
I
All
will
right.
be king.
Cool. So then, I think payoff is done. Let's look at heat. After a score or a conflict with your opponent, you add heat. You take +1 heat for a high profile or well connected target. That's absolutely this. Add 1 heat if the situation happened on hostile turf. Absolutely. And add 1 heat if you're at war. Nope. Add 2 heat if killing was involved. No. So you're just adding 2 heat on top of the 3 that you gained and 2 through the mission. So you're looking at 7 heat,
7.
which is super spicy.
I thought it was 5. I didn't know it was 7. Shit.
Because it's 2 extra at the end of that. Yeah. Which
Oh, yeah, 'cause of
means
the devil's
Was that
bargain.
for taking the
It's a
vault?
game without a little heat.
yeah.
Hmm.
So remember you start with 3 heat because you took the mission from learning it from the drunk and having the brawl with the blue coats.
Yeah.
So then you took 2 extra heat
4 more.
from dealing with the blue coat. I think was a consequence.
The consequence is that we were gonna move the clock forward 1 segment. Right?
I don't remember.
For the they kick, because I took the devil's bargain where but then you added 2 heat on as a consequence of the,
Mhm.
Yes.
the partial success.
I thought I
So
did,
both
but I
of-
know
so
both of those.
those
I
things
thought both
happen.
of those were true.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah, 7 and the 1 on the clock.
Awesome. Cool.
Wonderful.
I tend to sprinkle consequences like spice and see what you all like to resist and what you don't to get an idea of what's important.
Mm.
So after the payoff, let's talk about your wanted level. So your heat is 7, so I'm pretty sure you have a wanted level of 1.
It's 9 total for the first track.
so you're still
So
wanted level
yeah.
0.
we're still on to level 0.
For
Good
now. For now.
Awesome. But your heat is 6+.
Yeah.
So you're rolling dice equal to your wanted level. Your wanted level is 0, so you're going to roll a 2d6 and take the lowest. So one of you can make a fortune roll.
already used up my good juju on that.
Yeah, yeah.
Find this roll.
I'm done. I'm done.
I had a bad
You pulled
fortune
that Jenga
roll.
block. You're like,
Coomer, you
So that
want
means
Yeah,
that
I
you'll
can
have a
roll
good
it.
fortune roll.
I don't.
let's
Where,
have
oh,
Coomer
there it
do
is.
it.
Roll fortune. Got it. Got it.
Let's have Coomer
You're
do
rolling
it.
0 dice. You're rolling 0 and taking so two dice taking the lowest.
Number of dice. 2.
0.
Oh,
This is the
0.
No,
complication.
0. 0 will roll the 2d6 disadvantage basically. So you don't ever roll 0 dice. It's you roll like disadvantage.
2.
So instead of a 6, you got a 2. So let's look at the entanglements and what a 2 is. A
Question
2
for
is
you,
gang
Eric.
trouble or the usual suspects. What's up?
I was going to ask if you, for this game, if you wanted to do the thing where you don't tell us what the entanglement is, and then you bring it into play, or if you want to have your hands on the table or a hand on the table for this stuff. I've seen it done both ways.
Right. No, I like to make it explicit here.
Okay.
For especially for the first opening heist. So let's talk about this.
Cool.
So you got gang trouble or the usual suspects. Usual suspects is you all getting rounded up by blue coats. And either you have to make a fortune roll and find out either you or they they grab loots or someone who knows you, or maybe just a random thug of your group.
Somebody
You make a fortune roll to see if they resist how they fare in their questioning, or you could pay off the blue coats.
What was the other one? That usual.
We have gang
suspects, or was
trouble.
that the other one.
Gang trouble.
Don't we have, like, I thought we were gonna get in trouble with the old witch guys.
Yeah, the vultures.
Yeah.
We did already.
One of your gangs causes trouble due to their flaws, so due to their savagery. You forfeit rep equal to your tier +1, so you would forfeit 1 and make an example of the gang member or face reprisals from the wrong party. Oh, I like this. I think I like gang trouble more than usual suspects. So I think what does this exactly look like? So it looks like you all have your own kind of shindig, and yeah, I think it's a citizen of Bagley. Let's talk about it. So let's just. I don't think I painted a picture of Bagley and what we saw here before.
No.
So Bagley is we see black suit raining onto the rooftops and collecting into like pools and little traps set up for folks for water who live up there. Below that, we see gloomy folks of mixed heritages trading, going about their businesses. Newsies hawk on the corners here saying stuff like, extra, extra, wear extra protection. The Randstad rooms of women are possessed by ghosts. Read all about it. And smells of roasted eel waft around.
Yum.
So very mixed neighborhood vibes. It's the only mixed neighborhood of Crowsfoot. Pretty much everyone else around here, Old Witch, everything, Limmerfield is all super Acrosy.
So you're saying we're having our own little shindig, and we have to, like, something goes wrong, and we have to make an example.
Yeah,
of someone,
I think one of your gang members gets a little too rowdy and starts. I mean, they're savage, right?
Yeah.
So I think they accuse. Yeah, they accuse some like random person of like being a spy or something like that, and they like start shaking them down and beating the shit out of them, like saying they're spying for the vultures.
Do you think they're
like
because
that,
we're
and it
like
was a random person?
Do you think they're maybe because they're having like we're having kind of like a little mini success party, and people are like, oh yeah, you did the thing. Like maybe one of them starts like running their mouths about like what actually happened a little bit too much. Or he gets a little bit drunk and he's like, oh, he was like, I was totally there, and I saved everyone's ass, and like he just like starts trying to spit game and divulge details to the public that we have to make an example of.
I feel like that's a different one.
Okay.
You're not wrong. But I think for me, your gang trouble, like I would rather represent what your gang is right now, and your gang is savage. So like you beating up somebody and like having to apologize, like them beating up someone they totally shouldn't have, is like, and you making amends for that with the citizens that are like you live around. I feel like it fits more of what I want what your crew is kind of shown.
Yeah. Like we have to demonstrate that we can keep them in line even when they fuck up.
Yeah. So I think I would rather do that. Is that okay?
Yeah,
Your idea is not
I'm down for
bad. But I think that's somewhere else.
So what we need to do is this.
That's kind of like the vice
person-
thing. That's more like usual suspects. Your guy running.
So does
his
this
mouth.
person basically this gang member needs to be put in line with a good smackdown?
I don't know. What is your leadership? What's your leadership like? They are loyal, but also savage. They are the perfect attack dogs. Right?
I feel like Savage only respects Savage.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So you can.
You want to take this one, Sever? You want to?
No. I kind of want to toss this.
Toss this to Fox. Oh yeah,
So-
Fox. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So
So,
you-
we're
you
like
can-
we're all at the party. And
Yeah.
we're like, hey, Fox,
Yeah.
we got a wild one here. Do you want to do whatever you want to him? Just make sure he falls back in line.
Oh, yes. I would like that very much.
So you don't want to lose your rep here, but this is what you
Yes.
do.
What rep? What rep?
You gain 4.
Rep is a cannibal, apparently.
You gain 4 rep from that job. Yeah. Okay. Nope.
Is
So
there
you're
someone
gonna
I
get an
I
can
can't
example.
example?
eat
by the way.
them.
All right. What's the name of this guy or girl or non-binary pal that you have to beat the shit out of?
One of our gang members.
Name generator.
Yeah, let me look at the code names of blades. Fox, what are you gonna do to this guy? Make
What
sure he
aren't you
stays in
gonna
line.
do?
Oh,
Yeah,
you
and-
know, I was gonna say sex, but he might like that.
Mm.
So that's
You don't
not
want to
gonna work.
reward him.
Yeah. Well, who says it's a reward, really? I mean,
Yikes.
yeah, let's do that. Get a couple of knives in there. Yeah, because I need to take some of my stress down too. So
Oh, you just what's your
Rufus.
Oh yeah, Rufus.
Rufus.
All right.
All I think of is a
Fucking-
naked mole rat. I
Fucking
can't.
Rufus.
What
That
the-
fucking
This is
guy.
your cross to bear, Lily. Make an example of Rufus.
I can
yeah.
see it. Little chubby mole
So-
ratty looking dude.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
so he
You know
beats-
what?
he
A girl
beats the
gotta
shit
do
out
what
of
she gotta do.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, I'm probably gonna have sex with him, but a lot of knives are gonna be involved. It's a lot of the BDSM category that should not be fun, and I don't think he's gonna like
She's
it.
gonna take a nipple. Is what's gonna happen.
Yeah, like a nice
Like,
little.
he's gonna need a ton of aftercare, and he's not gonna get any.
Yeah. Oh, God. Thank you. All right. So yeah, I look at this guy. I'm all of 4'9", kind of like meshing my hands together, kind of walking around him, and I'm like, "All right, you guys know where to find me. Know where to find us. If
And
you
you just
need
hear,
me,
no, I
if
won't
you
do
need
it.
me, do not come find me. I don't want to talk to you. Don't. If you need
Let's
me,
be
don't come
reasonable.
here.
Let's be reasonable.
No, everyone leave now." Fucking
Door closes.
surgical glove, like fucking.
Door closes, and then
Yeah,
the door
and
opens
veil.
again, and the hog goes in, and then the door closes again.
And scene.
That's and we fade we fade down that. That's good.
Downtime. Doorknob.
Oh my god! How much stress does that relieve? Because that is my vice.
Well, yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute.
That's good. That's a good
So
call.
you make
actually.
that's a
Double
good.
up on it.
It's like that's fictionally what it is. So we do downtime now, right? So here's what happens, and this is part of the game for downtime. What happens is everybody gets 2 downtime actions, and then you can get 1 more downtime action for every coin you want to spend. And the different actions that you can do are as followed. There's the handout for after a heist, post score. It's a cheat sheet that lets you know what I'm going off of here. You can acquire an asset, which is sort of like you going around and getting better gear and shit like that. Long-term project, that would be like swaying the people of Devil's what do you call it? Devil's Furnace to like on your side as an example. Just working with other factions, inventing new things, that kind of stuff. Also long-term projects. Recover is getting treatment for your any harm that you've suffered. Reducing heat. That's how you you bribe people and get your names kind of cleared out of different things. You can train where you mark XP and you just immediately get experience, or you can indulge your vice. Indulging your vice means you go to your vice purveyor, you roll a resistance roll equal to your lowest attribute, and you clear stress equal to your highest die. If you clear more stress than you overindulge. So having having a resistance that's kind of weak, that rolls really poorly, is sometimes really good in that way. So you don't risk over indulging. But when you overindulge, here's your options, just so you know. You can attract trouble, which means you actually roll an additional entanglement. You brag about what's going on while you're indulging, and so you gain extra heat. Your character gets lost in a fugue state and stuff like that, and you just play a different character for the time being. Or you're tapped, where your source for your vice is, they cut you off. So anyways, I know it's a lot, but I know some of us want to immediately spend stuff on indulging our vices. So let's start with Lily, because Lily has a clear game plan. So let's do you. Let's indulge your vice here.
No bonus dice.
No, you get 1 die because of Fortune Fire.
Hey.
So you're rolling dice. No, I mean it's not necessarily a resistance roll. So yeah, no dice. No, you're right. It's not a resistance roll. It's just it's like you would roll a resistance roll, but it's not. It's your roll dice equal to your lowest attribute. So that's your insight, prowess, or resolve. So it's probably your insight, which is 0. Right?
Yeah. It's
Okay.
insane.
So 2d6 lowest.
Oh.
You did.
Okay.
So you clear 2 stress.
Oh
Nice.
yeah.
That's all you had.
Oh no, I had 4.
Oh, you had 4.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Do you want to indulge your vice again, or are you good with just leaving 2 on the books for the next heist?
Oh no, let's go again.
Okay.
Let's add
round
somebody
2.
to the mix. I'm not done with this
Let's
guy.
get
yet.
the other nipple.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
go back in. But I wanna drag in another gang
Please.
member.
So like, you guys go in, door closes. Hog goes in, door closes, and then we focus on the door again, and you just hear, "Caw!" like,
And then a
you
guy
don't even
comes
know what's
in.
going
A
on.
random dude just like comes in, opens the door after that caca. I'm about it. So I guess I'll just roll again.
Oh no.
Okay.
no.
I
you
overindulged. It was too
No.
sexy. It was
It
too
wasn't-
sexy.
Coring.
You get
Hoagie's,
lost
like
in the
tied on the
sauce.
floor smoking a cigarette.
You made a bad call.
You guys
Um,
walk in. I'm just on the floor like, oh, it's so good.
So do you attract trouble? Do you brag about it? Do you get lost, or is your vice
Oh.
tapped?
Oh, I brag about it.
Okay.
That generates
Okay,
heat.
that would generate heat, but let's talk about what that looks like then. Because normally when you indulge your vice, you have to go out to do it. That's why you normally have to go, like for you, you would have to go to like a brothel or something. But like, because this is happening in our base. Yeah, I mean, the idea that you brought in a stranger and stuff like that, and they were telling the stories of stuff after what's going on and why you're celebrating, that makes sense. So like, whoever that was ends up kind of spreading the stuff around. So yeah, plus 2 heat. Cool.
Shit. Which means we're at one
There's
level
that,
1 now.
that
Because
level.
we found the trap.
Wanted level 1, clear
Yeah.
your
In
stress.
one mission,
Clear your heat.
done.
Being wanted isn't great. We'll talk about that in a little bit, but right now it's fine. Yeah. Who else wants to do their stuff?
I can go.
Okay. Bubs, what would you like to do?
Well, my vice is obligation to the orphanage. So I have things very differently. While I don't go out and exude this masochistic side of myself, I tend to take care of the other orphans that don't actually have anyone caring for them, at least well enough. Even if that means that I'm spending my coin. So I'm sort of like the Nana from Peter Pan. I even
totally.
probably have like the head bonnet as well, just to kind of lighten the mood.
Oh, yeah. You just watch these kids.
Yeah. So I'll spend a coin if I have to, making sure that the pantry's stocked and getting proper fitting clothes or clean clothes even.
Okay. Yeah. You don't have to spend a coin though. You're good.
Okay.
Cool. So go ahead and roll to indulge your vice. That's equal to your lowest attribute. So whatever.
One then should be my lowest attribute. Yeah, 1.
Yeah, your resolve has 1 die in it, so it's 1.
So then no bonus dice.
Nope. Just 1 die.
1. Okay,
So you clear 1 stress,
got it.
helping out these kids.
All right. I'm not going to go much further because I only have 1 stress. Can I knock away the?
Sorry, just real quick, because there was one other thing that I forgot to mention. Is that if you do a downtime action with either a friend or a contact on your sheet, you gain 1 extra die to the roll.
Oh, interesting.
I forgot to
useful.
mention that. Yeah, that's my bad. I'm sorry, Lily, but I don't think it really mattered for you.
I mean, any one of you could have joined.
Yeah. Open invitation.
Can I relieve some of this harm? I was roughed up.
Yeah, reduce your
Must-
heat.
Yes.
Or I'm sorry, recover.
Yeah.
Sever. Sever gets you +1 to physical rolls.
Yeah. So you have a healing thing. So you have a healing chart, or sorry, you have the what's it called, Physiker?
Yes, physical.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So
Yeah.
I can. Everyone in my crew gets +1 die to their healing treatment rolls.
Thank you.
I can
That's
also
what it's called.
tinker. I can also use
Not
tinker.
healing.
Uh,
I'm really pissed John didn't go with healing thing as the name, but that's fine.
Healing thing. John, what were you thinking?
So do I just hit
Okay.
do I just hit healing then and a number of dice 1? Yeah.
You are rolling, I think, no, at least 2, because your friend would be Oz is kind of helping you here.
Okay.
Then, like Oz is basically treating your head right now.
Yeah.
Is that kind of what it looks like?
Yeah, I can imagine so. That looks
Yeah.
like that's I mean, I got hit in the face
That doesn't-
with a glass and then I got hit with like a baton in the face. So
so
lot of face
technically,
damage.
That doesn't
do-
cost you a downtime, Oz. It
right,
doesn't.
but does it? Because there's always a +1 for just being like helping in the scene somehow. But then I also have my physical bonus. Is that +2 dice? Am I understanding that correctly? Or
Yeah.
okay.
That's how I'm understanding it.
so is my number of dice 2 then or higher?
So
Or is that he rolling that?
it's like a long-term project.
Okay.
So what you end up doing here is you kind of like roll your tier, which is 0. So you'll be rolling 2d6 at the lowest.
All right.
And then, so that's how you would be recovering. But because you have your healer and your friend is helping you, so you're actually rolling at 2 dice.
Okay, number of dice 2.
Actually, it looks like the healer is supposed to roll in recovery.
That much I'm not sure.
Get treatment. Take your healing clock like a long term project. No, I think it's Dave.
Okay.
It's his downtime. If you'd rather have Oz roll than you, I'm cool with
No,
that.
it's fine. I don't really have
The
much.
effect is the same.
Yeah.
It would still be 2 dice because it's based on your tier of your crew and not your stats.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, yeah. It says recovery is a long-term project. Your healer rolls tinker
Wow,
for
you got a
NPC
6.
with the physical ability, special ability, or the quality level of an NPC.
So so cool. So you got a 6 here. So what happens is so you have a healing clock. Your clock would go up I think a total of 3.
Okay.
Mhm.
Now you could spend a coin to make it go to 5.
To 5? There's only
Yeah.
4 pie slices here.
Oh, you only have 4 pie? Oh, then you're fine. So then if you have 3, then if you spend a coin, you could just heal that one totally.
Gotcha.
This is true. Yeah, I'm sorry. I think level 1 healing is a 4 o'clock, and then 2 is a 6 o'clock. Is that right?
I'm not aware of the damage clocks yet.
I get different. Yeah, I get different games mixed up with what the size of their healing clocks are.
I think the healing clock is always 4, but then the way it works is it always clears down a row, right?
Yeah, a level 3 harm would be reduced to level 2 harm,
2,
etc.
2
For
goes to
every,
1,
Oh,
one
every
goes to
time
two.
the clock gets filled
So
up.
it's the same clock
That's what
every
it is, my bad.
time.
See, look
but-
at this. Thank you.
Yeah.
You stumped me, so that's good. Right. So Bubs, did you want to roll?
So I'm gonna pause though, because it says in the book the healer does do the roll.
Okay.
So I can use
Okay.
Tinker plus, which would be 2 dice, and then I have
Plus
would
one
I
for
get a
physics.
+1, and then +1 for physics. So I would roll 3 dice. So I could potentially roll even better than
By all
that.
means, go for it.
Okay.
But that's and it doesn't cost me any downtime activity. So it's up to you if you want.
Oh
Yeah.
wait, yeah, you're right.
accept this or
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. I was looking at acquiring assets. I don't know what's happening. My brain's falling asleep.
Yeah, no, this is totally fine.
Thank
But so
you.
go ahead and roll it. You're probably gonna.
yeah. Normally
Better
you have to
yourself.
acquire the asset, but we have somebody in the crew who can do it, so he
Yeah.
gets to roll tinker plus
Right?
physical
Like
bonus.
normally you have to go find a sawbones like you would like in Shadowrun or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Or like a street dock, but instead you can just do this.
right. So I'm gonna roll a Tinker, then controlled and
Standard.
standard effect. Okay. +1 die.
Do.
Yeah.
Oh, nearly the same roll. Cool.
Hey, okay.
So functionally identical. It's still a 6. Did you want to spend a coin to improve it to 5 so that it's cleared out, or
Won't it just tick to that point by itself, or is there something that I have to do to invest further
No. To heal, you have to do projects.
Gotcha.
This shows you taking the time to do it.
Okay,
To
then
really, you're nursing your wounds instead of doing
Right.
something else.
So basically, like if I need,
I'll hold on to it. This will end up turning into a project later. I'm almost certain.
if you were to pay for potential medicines and herbs that we could use to make a salve, this could heal much faster. Because like if you bump that up, then you would heal 5 sections, right? So then you basically like
The pie would clear.
take one of your harm. You only have level 1 harm.
Yeah,
He has 2 level 1 harms.
2 level harms.
So
So
they
you
would
would clear
both clear
1,
out.
but then you're one into clearing the next one. No?
It doesn't roll over.
Oh, it doesn't roll over. Okay.
yeah. I'll just wait it out.
No, actually, if you have more segments to mark, they roll over. And then when
They
you feel
do?
your healing,
Even if they're
clock
different harms.
reduce. Yeah,
mean,
so you reduce the
interestingly-
instance of harm on the sheet by 1 level, so the 1s fall off. And then if he had a 2 that had become a 1, then he would fill 1 segment on the new clock to get rid of to make it bump out again.
And yeah, and I guess
Oh,
that makes
right.
sense, right? Because I him noticed
So, no.
You're muted.
What I was saying, though, is that Bub's harms are both at level 1. If they were at level 2 and you spent 5, it would be like you burn off the level 2 harm, now it's level 1, and now
And you
you're
fill a second
25% off that. But because these are 2 level 1 harms, you just burn off 1 of the level 1 harms, and then that last tick doesn't do anything because there's no other thing to buy
It
off.
says
Mm,
so
I
for
see.
level 1 though, it says reduce each instance of harm by 1 level. So I think both the level 1s fall off. I think the reason that level 1
Both
has those 2 things
instances
is so
of
that
harm.
3s and 2s can filter down into 1.
Yeah, we can look at it in a little bit. It's
how-
not.
yeah, we can-
it's,
or
it's
we
not
can
so
get
heavy.
rid of
It's not critical. Okay. Okay.
But that's all my downtime.
Okay.
Yeah. Vice and healing. Who else wants to go?
I mean, I
I was
definitely
under
want to
the
go, but
assumption
I'll
I
let other
already
people go
did.
first.
Did you?
Yeah, I took their watches, did I not? That's my whole thing.
Yeah, you took something
Oh,
off.
that
the
is.
person.
He did like go into hunting his own vice there when he was removing their watch, like going for the luxury.
Oh, yeah.
That was my thing, yeah.
Indulge your vice.
It's no bonus dice, correct?
Nope. It'll just be the lowest of your attributes. Is a friend or anybody helping you?
Negative.
Okay. 3.
Cool.
Did you overindulge?
I couldn't tell you how to tell. I'll be real with you.
What was your stress beforehand?
I had 1. I'm not sure I'm supposed to be marking that stress down, by the way, like pen and paper or something, but I had 1
Yeah.
stress. I think
No,
I had
there's
1.
there's a
Yeah,
bar.
there's a stress track
Yeah.
right above harm
On your character sheet.
on
Yeah,
your
but
character
if
sheet.
you look where
right
you're
under
looking
vice
at it.
purveyor.
Yep, there's actually like a couple of ticks. It
Ah,
looks like
there is
vertical
too.
bars.
Thank you. Yeah,
Yeah.
I had 1 harm. I had 1 stress.
Yeah.
Sorry, I lied to you. I had 1
So
stress.
you did overindulge.
Yeah, I did take 1 stress, didn't I? I'm pretty sure I
Yeah.
did.
You did. I took your
Yeah.
other one.
You took my other one. Yeah, I did. I did take 1. Thank you. I'll click those from now on. Thank you. I did
You're
overindulge.
welcome.
You're good.
Thank you.
All right. Geef, you overindulged, my friend.
Bastard. Right. What does that mean?
You had 1 and then you had 3, so you had spilled over. So let's talk about it. You have those 4 options that I spoke about earlier. You can either attract trouble, which means we just have to roll an additional entanglement. You can also brag about it, how you got these watches. You could get lost, and you play a different character the following week. Maybe you play Rufus.
Oh my god.
Or your vice purveyor is tapped. And I think what this would actually represent is more of like the social, like whatever social party you can get to like to flaunt this, like cuts you off.
They just don't care anymore. Like you don't have good
Yeah.
enough stuff, and they're just
Yeah, they're like,
whatever.
oh, that's so last year.
I'm okay with that. I mean, I'd argue that, like, I don't want to tell people where I took it from. That just brings more trouble in the long run.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That tapped.
These are all
That's fine
bad
with me.
things. Overindulging is always bad.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, they are.
Okay.
I'll take their being
Oh.
tapped. They're
Yeah.
so last year.
Oh God. Good. Actually, I gave you. I forgot. I actually wrote down a vice purveyor for you.
Oh,
Luxury. Someone that you
tell
know.
me more.
Their name is Belmis Rowan of Akarosi Fine Imports.
Oh, Belmis. Man, we go way back.
He owns Belmis. Belmis is known for owning a pair of Dagger Island goats, which he uses for shearing and stuff for garments.
Yeah, the temperament bastards. I remember. Yeah. Cool. Okay, cool. Yeah, I know. I'm your Belmis. We go way back. Okay, cool. He's tapped out. Doesn't want me.
Yeah,
His goats.
Belmis is kind of pissed at you. So
Fuck off, Belmis.
yeah, cuts you off. So Belmis, so Belmis, you go way back until not anymore because he's cut you off.
Yeah, we go way back. I went to him and he's like, "Look, you keep giving me cheap shit. All right, I want the high quality goods. Keep giving me nothing."
So what if you go into Belmis to sell one of the watches and he like, because you took it from one of the nerds, the rich nerds. And what if he's like, no,
Rich
he's, like,
nerds, yeah.
he's like, this is fake.
Yeah,
Like, they were wearing a fake watch and you didn't know it and you couldn't tell and you tried to sell him a fake watch and then he thinks that you tried to sell him a fake watch and you didn't even know what was going on.
Yeah, well,
And now he's like, get the fuck out of my store.
Exactly.
He's trying to sell me fake shit. And you're like, this motherfucker
for the
a
last
fake
time.
watch.
For the last time. I think it's a boy who cried wolf situation too, where it's like you actually did try to sell him at some point before, and they gave you another chance, and now you didn't even know. Cool.
Yeah.
So he's tapped out. You're going to need to do a project to acquire a new purveyor for your vice.
Okay. How do I do that?
You can like make a note for yourself on your character sheet.
I'm gonna do that now.
Mm-hmm.
So I know for future where I make all my notes. Where is that?
Bottom right of the
So I
character
can-
sheet.
This is I see clocks. That's all I see.
And you should see.
Are you under the crew sheet, or are you
I'm
looking
on
at your
the
character?
character mode at the moment.
Yeah, bottom
Yeah,
right.
Crew
bottom
mode now. I
second
see
is
notes. I see notes down the bottom in
Yeah,
crew
yeah.
mode. Yeah, I see it. That's crew though, isn't it? So
No, Geef, it should be under your sheet.
clocks.
Yeah, right below
beneath
clocks. You should
clocks,
be
there
able to
should
do
You
it.
can scroll
I
down.
see it.
Yep.
I see it now.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, we're good.
Thank you. Apologies.
We learning.
Get on there.
Awesome.
So then whip and sever.
You want to
Yeah.
go?
Sure. I want to help reduce heat. Sorry. I want to help reduce heat. The best that I would imagine I could do is help pour over the papers with whip, right? The folder to look for any loopholes that we could potentially be exploiting for basically finding angles that we can manipulate in certain ways to just kind of like put certain pressures on those three people to back off of us.
Or maybe we can even take my book and the papers and we can try to find like, if we want to try to get rid of our wanted level because these papers are so valuable, can we identify the right person to share this information with to where they can make our wanted level, because we're wanted level 1 now. Can we make that significantly reduced or go away by sharing information with them that we find in here?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Your wanted level. So just so everyone else knows, wanted levels can't be taken away from you. The only way you can do it is go to jail.
So
However,
then we have no heat and one wanted level.
yeah. However, if you could make a deal, this would be a long-term project.
I'm
You're
sorry.
Not even reducing.
Pause.
Yeah.
I thought we were at 7 heat.
So
And
we
nine.
were,
We were.
and
Oh,
then
we
we
just
took
got more?
two.
It's like
we took
stress and
two more
trauma.
in, and then
Yeah.
it filled
Okay.
up
See, I
and-
missed
yeah.
that. So then, okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Continue.
So I was going to say that normally to reduce your wanted level, one of you has to spend time in jail. However, because you have this incriminating documents, if some way you could do a project to like figure out who to talk to about getting this in, and as an exchange for being like a key witness or providing this information, they make your problem go away, right? That this is part of their like investigation, and it becomes all of a sudden legal. Then maybe I would totally see that as a way to get rid of your wanted level instead of going to prison, because normally you can't, but you do also have some very good, juicy, incriminating stuff that actually might be worth leveraging that Like a DA would rather prosecute, that rather than another random riffraff person going to Iron Hook from Bagley, right? Maybe, but that would require a right project and finding the right persons, and that's all a whole other kettle of fish that
And we
all
might
know.
want to use, and we might want to use the papers.
But that definitely means giving rid of the papers.
Sure.
Or maybe we
Exactly.
just hold on to them and then you can spend a downtime action on you because we don't technically have any heat right now. We just have a single wanted
Right.
level.
Gotcha. Okay, then I could work on a long-term project to, like, I could potentially use I could use my long-term project to heal again, couldn't I?
Yeah.
Mhm.
You could heal. Yeah, you could totally heal Bubs if you wanted to.
Yeah. Did anybody else take any further damage, or it was?
No.
No, I think
All
it's
right.
just me.
No, I
I
didn't.
stepped in the way of everything.
All right, then I'll spend some extra time with Coomer.
My body is ready.
Okay. Do your healing. 3 dice, right?
Yep. Tinkering.
Mm-hmm.
True.
You tinker with bodies instead of like watches, which is so a thing.
Yes. I'm gonna have to inject this into the webbing of your toes. Grit your
My
teeth.
goodness.
6.
Another
So
6.
3.
Good job.
Into my toes for my feet? For my face?
You.
Oh my goodness.
Let's see. So then
It's highly experimental. It travels from up.
From up.
one of
From
yeah, it all of a sudden clears your head. One of your harms is gone, and then I haven't had a chance to read it yet, but it seems like then you have 2 other ticks left over, right? That go into the other one, that go into your other set of harm.
Sure. Then I'll take off concussed, and now I'm just rattled.
Yeah.
Shaky.
Cool.
Yep.
All right, and then for my next one, then I'm just gonna train. I'll mark an XP.
Yeah.
Cool. I
It's
will
always a good
mark.
one.
Yeah, I'll mark it in. I guess I'll mark it in insight since that's my judge.
We have, by the way, just to keep in mind, our crew gets extra training point. If you train in prowess, you get 2 instead of 1.
Noted. All right, let's do that.
Just to let you know.
No. Thank you. Because I could potentially roll in desperate situations for insight, but prowess. So, all right, neat. Thanks for pointing that out. All right, that's me.
All right.
That's me.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't have any harm. I want to start that clock. I want to basically first thing I want to do is I want to pour over my book that we saw at the beginning of the episode and the papers, and I want to start, I think maybe a project clock, or maybe it's like do a gather information roll, and basically try to figure out what the optimal use case for all of this stuff is and how I can get either the most money out of it or who I can deliver it to that can help us the most.
Well, those are 2 different projects.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. We have a good chunk of money now. I want to start pouring through the book and trying to figure out who this information could give the most leverage to if they had it.
Sure.
So that when I give it to them, we can negotiate terms.
Okay. You want to start on a project?
Sure.
Cool. So this is be like study because you're studying the paper, or is this like sway as you're like talking to people about it, or what do you think?
I would probably consort.
Yeah,
I'd probably
consort.
go out to people that I know and be like, hey, like on the download, do you know anybody? That sort of thing.
Got some papers.
Clock name is, let's just call it papers, please. And how many segments is this clock going to be?
8.
Okay. And then I will make a consort roll, and I'll go around Bagley, not too far out of town.
Yeah.
And I'll just start talking to some people that I know and say, hey, like, talking about
totally.
tin futures and stock market trading and see who. Is this risky or controlled standard because it's a gather information roll?
Because it's downtime. Yep.
And then I don't need anything else, right? No
Nope.
bonus dice or anything. Okay.
Nice.
Okay. Just casual crit.
Casual crit. We crit
Cool.
buddies
So
now.
that's 5 ticks, right? Is that what it is?
Oh, I'd have to look about gather information.
Gather information. That's incredible.
Long-term project. That's what this is. Critical is 5 segments. Yeah.
Yeah, five segments. Not bad.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Cool. So here's what you know. So as far as getting the right person for the job, you do know that the word on the street is that Captain Dunville has been the captain of the Crow's Foot precinct, and he has been looking to step into the previous Blue Coat Commissioner's job, Commander Cleland, after he has stepped down amidst fraud scandals. So this might be like the type of case that could help him like root out corruption and stuff in a way that would get him noticed and get him right on that career track to becoming commander.
Okay.
What was this guy's name?
Oh, I will share it. I said it
Dunville.
was Dunville.
Dunville. And so then when I fill up the clock, then I have like there's more information for me to find on this, essentially.
Yes, there's more information
Okay.
to find on this.
Okay. Cool.
So
So but now we
specifically,
know.
yeah. Specifically, there might be kind of what's going on with Captain Dunville that might
Okay.
help explain what you want to do. Okay.
Okay.
But just right now, you know, this guy is kind of a politicking ladder climber who might be the type of person who could use this information to turn it to good effect.
That's an interesting question. Is
Which
he the
is the
guy
head
who's
of
going
Blue
to get
Coats.
gifted the poison whiskey?
Yes.
Shit.
He actually is.
Well, hopefully that guy had a bad night and he's going to go drink it himself. I guess we have to do a fortune roll.
Actually,
to
he
figure out what
would,
actually
didn't he? He
happened.
said,
I
I'll
will
go
be-
enjoy this later. Did he not?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he said
I
he was
think
going to go
he
enjoy
was
it.
gonna-
Unless
Look
someone
up
steals
and
it from
enjoy it.
him.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. If Captain the bottle, then the blue coat gets fired.
Yeah, that's true.
Whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, then we're down a blue coat captain, and then the other guy's fired. So
Damn,
we're
that guy
good.
hit me in the face. I owe him one.
Well, he's just gonna get paralyzed. He's just gonna get paralyzed.
Yeah, he's not going to die. Okay, so
Oh,
I'm also, as I'm
It's just
going around,
anti-momentary.
Johnson, I can't move my legs. Where are my pictures of my Spider-Man?
Give me pictures of Spider-Man.
On my desk at 6 now.
okay,
Cool.
so I'm going to spend one of my coin. As I'm doing this, I'm going to spend one of my coin, and I think I'm probably going to hand this off to our loyal cohort or somebody that we can trust. Definitely not Rufus, because he's otherwise tied up at the moment, figuratively and literally. And I'm going to functionally give one of my coin to do another downtime action. I know I haven't done my third one yet, but while I'm out and about, I'm going to have them deliver a coin's worth of money to the factory workers in Devil's Furnace and tell
Yeah.
them who it's from and let them know that we've got their backs and to let us know if their bosses come down on them because of what happened.
Sure.
Man of the people. I like it.
Yeah. Cool. Then let's do that. Let's make that as a project. Let's make that at 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock. So that's
Let's call it Whip as a communist.
sedition.
The friend of the
Uh,
worker.
Unions.
DF workers. So do I roll against this then? Is this like another
Yeah.
consort roll?
'Cause- Yeah, accrued, but I mean, since you're sending a crew to do it, it's kind of more like a fortune roll.
Okay. You want me to just roll fortune?
Yeah. Let's roll a 2 dice.
2 dice. That's the function. Same thing. Nothing else affects it. So 2 crits in a row. Definitely not.
No, I was really hoping for it.
It's a
Pretty good.
Okay, cool. It's same thing. So one out of 6 there.
Okay, cool.
Third
And then
down
the
attack.
third thing, the third thing is I'm going to indulge my vice.
Sounds good.
But I'm going to. There's kind of 2 things that I do, and so if you wouldn't mind, I want to RP this
Sure.
for a second. So Whip's vice is stupor. He is, because of reasons that we don't necessarily understand yet, he has an impossible time sleeping. Sleep is very hard for him to come by, and one of the spider items is a vial of slumber essence that I have found along the way. So basically, I'm getting high on my own supply to try to force myself into sleep. My overactive brain keeps me awake. I'm always trying to piece things together, and so I think as we sort of slip into this scene, I find Coomer in, at the end of the day, he's sitting in his room. I knock. It's a thing that we do occasionally. I come in. You see me pop the bottle off, and I take some of this slumber essence, and I sit down on the floor next to him, and I just start like talking Just say, you know, like, Coomer, you look, I know you can't talk and you've been really great over the last few years to listen to, and I think that's because everybody around here, especially myself, likes to talk. And you are forced to listen so much that you know how to listen better than anyone. And I don't know. I don't see a future for us here in Crowsfoot. There's too much going on. Even what we just did, well, the money's great, but there's so much in play. I've got misgivings, and I don't know how we're gonna get everybody through this alive. And he just continues to sort of just pour out all of his misgivings as you see him start to kind of fade out more and more as the drug takes effect. And he says, Coomer, I know that you have a hard time communicating sometimes, and you really saved my ass out there, and without you, that would have not gone well. So can I ask you before, and you're starting to slow down a little bit, do you have anything that you need to tell me? Or if I'm going to be completely honest with you, can you tell me what I need to hear? Because you're the person who usually does that.
Coomer pauses for a moment. And then he kind of double finger taps him on the shoulder and goes, "You'll be okay." And you hear a and Hoagie kind of runs over and nestles up next to him, and he throws a blanket over the top of both of them.
And you, like, by this time, Whip is just out.
Nice.
Up against the wall, out. And he said, and you see him just kind of,
This is so
thank
cute.
you. And he just goes out.
Coomer will probably roll up his duster and use it as a blanket or a pillow or whatever he needs to.
Nice.
Using a friend for your
Using a
advice.
friend. So I roll my lowest, which is prowess, which I have 1 dot in.
So
And then I
2
get
dice.
a bonus die.
Yep.
I've got 4 stress.
Still overindulged.
Still overindulged.
What is it?
Buddy.
What are my choices? Not heat. I think the most obvious answer is that I only had 1 vial and I overdosed, and then now I don't have enough to try to indulge again. So I'm basically cutting myself off from my own supply because I don't, like, I know kind
So
of
you're
where
tapped
to
till you get more.
but like I need to go find a place to
Yeah.
get more
Yeah, that sounds good.
because I only had the 1 vial.
Yeah, so basically a purveyor.
Yeah, I need to find a new purveyor.
Sounds good.
Cool. I'll take that consequence. I'll just say need new
Yeah.
purveyor.
Nice.
And I think
Awesome,
that's about it, right?
So for me,
Yeah, we have to do experience, but we'll just do that sometime between the games or something.
Yeah, we ran a little
I always
over.
forget. I
Yeah.
need to. I
That was
need to
really
make
good,
notes.
though.
Then I always forget about experience because I forget what happened last session.
So we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. And the way that we're going to be basically doing this every session is a roundabout, give everybody an opportunity to kind of rep themselves and where we can find each other. And then our post show will actually be up on Patreon later. It's going to be like a 15, 20-minute segment at most where you guys can catch our thoughts on it. And later, as we get a little further into the life of crime, you can see potentially what we'll be planning coming forward. So let's go ahead and start with our top left here. We have Eric. Tell us what you're doing, man. Where can we find you?
Hey, everybody. Thanks a lot. I'm Eric. I'm EricVulgaris everywhere. Yeah, so you can find me at EricVulgaris. I'm running games right now like Pendragon, which is like Arthurian legend role-playing game with legacy components. Super awesome. I'm also running Miseries and Misfortunes, which is like Alexandre Dumas, the role-playing game. That's super fun. Like Three Musketeers-y stuff. Yeah, and now I'm running Blades. I'm a big fan of Blades. I've been playing it since the playtest and all the different variations. So sometimes the rules in my head get all fuddled with different game systems, but it's very fun, and I'm excited to be here. This is the first time I'm playing with all of these amazing role players together. And some of these people I've known a little bit, and some people these are brand new, and it's super awesome. And I'm excited to hang out with y'all. Y'all are very smart. I basically gave them nothing to go off of, and they did a great job. So I'm very happy with them. Very happy with everybody. So thank you, chat, and thank you, Bubs.
No problem, man. Shmooze, as played by the Geef. What you doing, man? Where can we find you?
Perfect time.
Suck your dick? What?
Yeah, that. Just below. There's the link below. You've got eyeballs. Yeah, 6 days a week, baby. I'm there. Alan, Geef, take your pick. I don't know, Chicken Man. I don't know, whatever. Yeah, I'm there 6 days a week. I play everything but Fortnite. Otherwise, I, cry. Yeah, that's it. This is my second venture into the world of, well, not role playing, but Dungeons and Dragons and all that. And it's fantastic. It's a magical experience to have, a bunch of people that you either do know or don't know, and you put them in a call together and you see what comes out. And I'm really, really enjoying it so far. So good. 6 days a week, yeah, a whole bunch of stuff. You name it, I'll play it pretty much. Yeah.
Right on. We have Fox. It's played by LillyVinnily. What are you doing? Where can we find you?
Hello. Clearly, I'm LillyVinnily. You can find me over at my Twitch channel, LillyVinnily, at Twitch, whatever. I do a lot of different things. I do fitness. I do art, creative things, Lego builds, cosplay design, painting, digital art and illustration, and then I play a ton of games. I'm starting Star Wars tomorrow. It's my first Star Wars game, and I'm super excited.
Nice.
It's really good.
Yeah, I'm so excited
Fallen
for
Order?
it. Fallen Order. I'm
very cool.
so excited. But yeah, I just do a lot of things, and I really like to embrace the strange, weird, unusual. So
Awesome. Super cool. We got Whip. It's played by PanikKontrol. What are you doing? Where can we find you, buddy?
Hey, that's me. Hi, I'm PanikKontrol. You can find me at PanikKontrol on Twitter and on Twitch. I cast Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday at 10 p.m. Pacific time, which means I'm actually going to be casting. I'll probably start late, but in here like in a half an hour to 45 minutes.
Nice.
We're playing the Outer Wilds right now. I don't get to have as much of a full-time casting schedule as I would like because I'm also a game developer at Riot Games as my day job, and we're shipping a game in a week. So
Stoked.
that's
That's
fun.
awesome.
And I'm kind of stressed about it.
Congratulations.
But it's
That's
good.
fantastic
Thank
news.
you. Thank you. Yeah, Legends of Runeterra coming to a PC near you.
Nice.
Yeah, and you can find me, some of you, I don't know, I tweeted out about it, so I'm comfortable talking about it. You can find me at Riot Polybius on Twitter as well, and that's my sort of, if you're into all things League of Legends, that's my dev account as well. Yeah, I think that's it.
Super cool. All right. We have Sever as played by Ozzkore. What are you doing, man? Where can we find you?
Hey, everybody. You can find me on Twitter at Ozzkore. I do actually, contrary to this earlier, I do.
You
Oz-
keep cutting out.
No.
Going,
Your
What?
level.
going through a tunnel.
Lower the threshold.
Try it one more time. Give us what you got.
Lean in.
All right. Hello. Can you hear me okay?
Yes. Saying,
Hi.
Ooh.
oh, no, he's here. Hi, Betty. Welcome
What's
back.
happening? All right. Hello. So, hi, I'm Oz. Twitter at Ozzkore. Is my microphone still working?
Almost.
fine?
It
No,
was
Almost.
yeah, you're fine.
Here, skip me over for a second. Let me reset my voice later.
okay. All right. Well, before we go back to Oz, I'm Bub the Bubbernaut. I do this all the time. We took a bit of a break at the end of 2019 from tabletop gaming, but we're coming in hot and heavy, and we wanted to get into Blades and Pathfinder, and we're going to be doing some Deadlands. I just got my books for that. What else do we have on the books? Next Monday, we're going to be playing Leverage again with Oz over on the Shadowcasters Network. I play on the Roll For It channel. I do Silence of Shadows. That's the second season of Vampire the Masquerade. And starting this weekend, I'll actually be running my own at my house to demo to see if it's if I'm the right kind of storyteller to bring it here to stream. So if you like tabletop stuff, this is kind of the place to be. You're going to get it 4 or 5 times a week. And many things in between. We're kind of all over the
Is
place.
that the new one?
Which one?
Nice.
There's a new. I got contacted something about it. There's a vampire coming out. A new one.
Yeah,
That's the new game. Apology.
They've
Sorry?
got quite a few different games.
I'll find the
but-
email later. Keep talking while I try and find it.
No, it's totally fine. But that's me. That's me, Oz. Let's see. Can we get you back
All
this
right.
time?
All right. Hey, how does it all sound? I restarted everything.
Yeah, sounds good.
Much better. Cool. All right. Sorry about that. I'm Oz. You can find me on Twitter at Ozzkore. Unlike this here says twitch.tv/Ozzkore. That does not exist. The patreon.com/Ozzkore exists. You would actually find me on Shadowcasters Network, like Bub said. We're actually going to be this Monday playing Leverage, the tabletop RPG. I usually do stuff like Shadowrun, Anarchy, and anything cyberpunk, so the Sprawl. But yeah, right now we're kind of like on a downturn-y thing. So yeah, we're doing some cool stuff there in different actual plays. So check us out.
All right, guys, that's going to be it for us. We will catch you whenever we catch you. Definitely next week. Come back for episode 2. And hopefully we have a few less issues technically, but it's never a stream game unless there's some technicalities. So
It's never a stream unless technicality.
yeah. We'll catch you guys next week. Have a good one. Take care of yourselves, and peace. We're out of here.